All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Cab. It is homecoming night here at Caldwell County as the Tigers and Lady Tigers will take on Trigg County in basketball action in just a little while. Homecoming ceremonies will be first on tap tonight as the attendants and the court are all lining up right now, along with the player escorts on the far side. Bob, a big crowd here, and we'll try to catch the names from the PA system as they go through tonight. Oh, you got the escorts and everything. We're good to go then.
We are a top-notch broadcasting team. Dennis, of course I have it.
We have been here since what? 2:30 this afternoon.
Oh, yes.
For all intents and purposes, we have been
Yes.
here since 2:30. Now, a fun night here at the Cab. You've got the crazies just overflowing in the section over there already. It's going to be a fun night. Of course, silent night tonight with everybody in their sleepwear pajamas. The crazies are going to be quiet until the boys score the 10th point of their game and the girls score the 6th point of their game. So it's going to be a fun night here. We'll try to keep an eye on those. Crowd across the way, a huge crowd already here, and we're still just a couple of minutes away from the start of the ceremonies here for the homecoming court.
The upper deck is, we know the band will be here tonight, but they're not yet fully encased in the upper deck across from us. I'd say the upper deck is probably 30% full right now.
Yeah, there's quite a
Lower,
few.
lower about 50% full. The students, the crazies, are 100% packed in there, and a bunch of cheerleaders and kids sitting on the floor. Trigg County isn't, they're late arrivers looking down underneath us.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the team is here or not. I haven't seen them since I got in just around 5 o'clock. So
I don't recall seeing them march in
we were looking up some stats before the game for tonight's game, though, when we got here. So I'm not sure if they walked in while we were working on those, but still a big crowd here. It's going to be a fun night. Caldwell County and Trigg County in a doubleheader tonight. Season winding down as we've got one more regular season week next week. The boys will take on UHA on Tuesday night as the girls are here at the Cab against McCracken County, and then it's a doubleheader here on next Friday night, a week from tonight, here at the Cab against Livingston Central.
The Caldwell County High School Community Activities Building. On behalf of the Caldwell County High School Student Council, we would like to welcome everyone to our 2019 basketball homecoming. At this time, please direct your attention to center court.
Bob, I'll let you do the introductions if you would like.
And the freshman attendant is Jillian Choate. She is escorted by Tiger basketball player Blake Vivrette, and they are approaching center court right now. The sophomore attendant. Sophomore attendant is Carson Parker.
Jillian is also a member of the MPLA, Gate, Team Court, and KYA. She attends First Baptist Church and the youth group. Jillian is escorted tonight by freshman basketball player Mr. Blake Vivrette.
And their Carson's attendant is Leighton Hammett. They're at midcourt right now, getting their picture taken, going over what clubs that Carson and Leighton are involved in here at the school.
Carson Parker being introduced right now as a sophomore attendant. And Bob, for those that are listening that will want some, I'm sure there will be pictures available on yoursportsedge.com later on tonight as Todd Griffin is taking the photos on the court tonight for Your Sports Edge. So check that out a little bit later. He'll have full coverage not only of the games but of tonight's homecoming activities as well.
Carson is a member of First Baptist Church and their youth group. Carson's escort tonight is sophomore basketball player Mr. Leighton Hammond. Leighton is his son.
The PA system right now going over the clubs that Leighton is involved in. He is part of the Tiger basketball team, varsity-wise. The junior attendant tonight is Bella McConnell. And Bella's escort is TJ Ray.
Tiger basketball team, National Honor Society, SCA, and FFA, where she serves as a committee chairman.
While Bella McConnell being introduced now, one of our favorite Lady Tiger players of all time. It's pure hustle for that young lady anytime she's on the court.
Absolutely. And the first Queen candidate is coming out. It's Jordan Cummins. Her escort is Jamarius Blaine. They are now at midcourt.
The first of our three candidates for Queen tonight is senior attendant Jordan Cummins. Jordan is the daughter of Stephanie Smith and Eric Cummins. She is a cheerleader, treasurer of the Spanish Club, and a member of FBLA. Jordan is a member of Lewistown Christian Church. Jordan is escorted tonight by junior basketball player Mr. Jamarius Blaine. Jamarius is the son of Janine Riley and Robert Blaine. He is a member of the basketball team, dodgeball club, FCA, and chess club.
Member of the dodgeball club. I wish they'd had that about 35, 40 years ago.
And coming out next is the next Queen candidate. That's Katie Franklin. Her escort is Darian Boyd. They're now at midcourt.
Katie is the daughter of David and Cindy Franklin. She is a member of the Lady Tiger softball team, National Honor Society, FCA, Spanish Club, and serves as HOSA Club Vice President.
Bob, something I've noticed with a lot of these senior night activities or homecoming activities, how many of these young men and women not only excel on the field, on the court, wherever they play, but also how well they do in the classroom. How many are honor society members or all academic teams when it comes to district.
And I think when you have that characteristic, Dennis, you play better on the field or on the court. And coming out next is the last Queen candidate. That's Peyton Young. She's escorted by John Davis. Proud moment for the Hayes family here.
Darian is a member of Northside Baptist Church and their youth group. He also volunteers with Princeton Proud Community Disciples and Kentucky Changers. Tonight's third candidate for Queen is senior attendant Miss Peyton Young.
Peyton Young, the third attendant. We've had the opportunity to interview her a couple of times. In fact, last night she came up with Coach Thomas after a huge first half against Dawson where she broke out from the three-point line, had 14 points at the half.
She's been on fire the last two games. 5 the game before. I don't know what she did in Mayfield, but 5 two games ago and 4 last night.
Tonight, Peyton is escorted by senior basketball player Mr. John Davis. John is the son of Suzanne and Brian Davis. He is president of FBLA and a member of the National Honor Society, Renaissance Club, and the Tiger baseball team. John is a member of the Central Presbyterian Church and their youth group.
And the
for tonight's ceremony is Miss Harley Johnson.
The flower girl's name I did not get.
I think it was Marley Johnson.
Harley is the daughter of Clay Johnson and Brittany McGregor. She is 6 years old and is in kindergarten at Princeton School. She is a member of the First Baptist Church and participates in church choir, soccer, and takes art classes at the Princeton Art Guild. Escorting Harley tonight is our crown bearer, Mr. Maurice Edward Hollowell Jr.
Maurice Hollowell Jr.
Maurice,
is the crown bearer tonight.
Maurice is the son of Crystal and Maurice Hollowell Sr. He is a first grader at Caldwell County Primary School. Maurice attends Sunshine Tuesday at Southside Baptist Church and is a member of Cedar Bluff Baptist Church. Crowning tonight's Queen is Student Council President Ms. Parker Parent.
Parker Parent, the Student Council President, also the football homecoming queen from just a few months ago.
And assisted by Senior Class President Mr. Seth Scott.
And Seth Scott, the Senior Class President, also on hand tonight.
Parker is the daughter of Jennifer and Jane Herron. She is the Student Council Executive President, a member of the National Honor Society,
And the announcement on the way.
2019 CCHS Basketball Homecoming Queen is Katie Franklin.
And Katie Franklin has been named the homecoming queen for 2019. And the ceremonies are taking place right now where she is getting her crown.
Sure, an exciting moment for her as well as all these young ladies tonight.
Exactly. And especially for the young kids, the 6-year-olds.
So they're lining up for the group shot. A reminder, you can check out photos tonight. Todd Griffin always does a great job, Bob, with the photography aspect of yoursportsedge.com as well as the stories he writes. So check yoursportsedge.com out tonight for coverage of not only the games between Caldwell and Tree County tonight, but also homecoming activities here at the Cab.
And there'll be many, many other pictures I'm sure that you can see while you're on Facebook as well. So should not be a shortage of pictures. Queens and the candidates are leaving the floor. The basketball boys are headed back to the locker room, and pretty soon it'll be basketball time here at the Cab.
And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back here and get ready to start breaking down the Tigers and the Wildcats as the boys will play first tonight. Pardon me, John? And we'll start another stream for the game, so these can be viewed separately on YouTube. We'll have the homecoming activities plus each game on YouTube uploaded a little bit later on tonight or tomorrow morning, so be sure to check those out as well as all the coverage on yoursportsedge.com. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Get ready for the pregame show as we get set for the Tigers and the Wildcats here at the Cab tonight, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.